Hey folks, Glenn May here with BassResource.com, and welcome to another edition of Hank Parker's Fishing Tips. We're sitting here in Hank's boat, talking to you guys, answering all these questions that you've been submitting. Hank, this week's question, it comes from Ken Olive from Kennewick, Washington, and he wants to know what advice you can give to a beginner wanting to catch deep bass. In other words, he wants to know, like, what kind of offshore fishing tips do you have to a beginner?
I'll tell you, Glenn, we've been sitting here answering questions, and you guys have asked some great questions. And Ken, this is a great question, and it's a question that a lot of people are too proud to ask. There's so many people that are intimidated by deep water structure, and they would never ask, what do I do to get offshore to catch fish? I'm comfortable fishing the shoreline, but I go out there and I'm not comfortable. Practice and confidence is built by having some success. For the most part, we did a show this morning and we were successful fishing a roadbed. It was a shallow area in open water. And a lot of times, most of the structure that's produced for me over the years have been shallow areas in open water. So that's what you're depending on your electronics for. And once you start building that confidence, once you get out there in that open water and you say, oh, man, it's only 8 foot deep. Oh, look how that drops off. Oh, look at that contour. Boom, oh man, there's a fish. Oh, there's another fish. Once you do that just a few times and you're hooked. I was the worst trying to build confidence on deep water structure fishing. But man, I got out there and I started catching fish, then I was dying to understand more about it. One of my heroes in the whole fishing world was a guy named Blake Honeycutt, and he was an undergraduate of Buck Perry. Buck Perry would find these underwater islands before we even had any kind of electronic equipment, and he used a trolling spoon, and he would find these high places, and then he had a milk jug with mason cord and a brick, and he'd go out there and mark them, and then he would fish out in the middle of the lake, and you'd think, what's he doing way out there in the middle of the lake? The bass are up here under the brush pile. Well, there's brush piles out there. And it was just amazing how Blake taught me through articles and information that he passed on through seminars on how, when the hummingbird came around, how he used that hummingbird to read the underwater structure. And that's what built confidence for me. So BassResource is a great place to get information. Get more information on that deep water fishing, apply, and I'm telling you, once you're successful, you'll love it out there. It's a big difference in beating the bank.
Ken, I really do hope that helps you. Go out there and knock them dead. You're going to catch them, and you're going to have a great time doing it with those tips. For more tips and tricks like that, visit hankparker.com and check out all the videos, check out all the articles, all the tips and tricks that are on there. You're going to learn a heck of a lot more from there. And thanks again, and if you want to get notified of the next time we post one of these videos, just subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.